What if tomorrow morning you woke up and everything you ever wanted was free? Not 50% off, not government subsidized, I mean free. Like, walk into a dealership and drive off with a new Tesla free. Take a stroll through IKEA and furnish your whole apartment, no questions, no checkout, just take it. Free food, free phones, free mansions, free jets if you're into that. Wild, right? Now, here's the twist. What if this didn't lead to paradise, but to collapse?
Welcome to Know, the show where we ask the questions no one else dares to, and explore answers that might change the way you see reality. Today, we're diving headfirst into a scenario so radical, so mind-bending, it's almost unthinkable. What happens if everything becomes free? Grab your snacks, because this isn't a short ride. This is the story of how removing price might just rewrite humanity. Let's set the scene. One day, a revolutionary technology drops. An AI-powered, globally synced system makes production, distribution, and logistics so efficient that material scarcity basically disappears. Food, printed, cars, assembled in under an hour, houses, 3D printed in 24 hours flat, no more manufacturing costs, no more shipping costs, no more pay at the register. The world panics, then celebrates, then starts asking questions. With no price tags on anything, money suddenly dies. Think about it. You don't need money to live. You don't need money to buy status. You don't need money to survive. So what happens to the rich? They lose their edge. That billionaire with 7 yachts? Now you've got 7 yachts too. But here's the kicker. If everyone is rich, no one is rich. Suddenly the game has changed. Let's talk economics. Without prices, capitalism implodes. Companies? They're done. No one's buying, no one's selling. Why run a business if nobody needs to pay? The stock market crashes like it's 1929. But worse, governments scramble, banks vanish. Wall Street turns into a ghost town. It's not just the end of retail, it's the end of value exchange as we know it. So what do people do all day? If you don't need a job to survive, who still works? Well, at first, no one. The baristas? Gone. The delivery drivers? Quit. Your Uber app? Just shows a spinning wheel of death. But here's the twist. Some people do keep working, but not for money. They work for meaning. Artists, scientists, inventors. Not for a paycheck, but for passion. We start seeing 2 kinds of people. Creators, spectators. And those spectators? They start getting bored. At first, life is awesome. Jet off to Bora Bora, live in a skyscraper, order 50 pizzas just because. But eventually, that shiny newness wears off, and people start asking, if I can have anything, why do I feel nothing? Because struggle? Gone. Achievement? Meaningless. Desire? Kind of irrelevant when everything's at your fingertips. Mental health tanks. Therapists become rock stars. A new condition arises. Fulfillment deficiency syndrome. Yes, I made that up, but tell me it doesn't make sense. Humans are weird creatures. We need to compare. We crave hierarchy. So when wealth disappears, we invent new status games. Now it's who has the most followers, who's been to Mars first, who made the most viral dreamscape in the metaverse. That's right. If material wealth is free, attention becomes priceless. Influencers go nuclear. Clout replaces cash. You're either famous or invisible. In a world where stuff is free, you become the product. People start monetizing attention like never before. Sell access to your daily life. Stream your dreams. License your personality for digital clones. Think TikTok meets Blade Runner. And here's the dark side, fake news. Now it's just entertainment. Truth, optional. Clicks, currency. Let's get real for a second. Even in this free everything utopia, some things are still limited. Time, talent, land, intimacy, and you can't mass produce those. So guess what? We go back to hoarding them. Want a beachfront villa? You'll have to compete. Not with money, but with popularity, power, connections. The illusion of equality begins to crack. Ready for the wildest part? Eventually, people ask for prices to come back, not because they want to pay, but because price equals meaning. We like earning. We like striving. We like knowing something is rare. So we start attaching value to experiences, not the house, but the memory of building one with your friends, not the yacht, but the story of sailing to Antarctica alone. In a world where everything is free, the only real currency left is meaning. So what does this bizarre thought experiment teach us? That maybe what we buy isn't the thing, it's the story behind it. We're not addicted to objects, we're addicted to feeling like we've earned them. So the next time you dream of winning the lottery and never working again, ask yourself, without cost, would it still matter? Know this: true wealth isn't in what you can buy. It's in what you can build, create, share, and feel. So maybe the future isn't about making everything free, but making everything meaningful. Thanks for watching. If you like this episode, hit like, smash subscribe, and comment with the one thing you'd never want to be free, because it's just too precious. I'll see you in the next Mindbender. Until then, stay curious. Know more. Be more.